Good morning, everybody. Well, you are a good luck charm because I was going to come out and do this and it was cloudy, but now here's the sun. And Ginger is, I don't know what she's doing. Look at this. The cherry tree is going crazy. That is the Bing. It's in full flower and the whole yard smells like cherries. And this forsythia is all down to Consuelo. Trimmed it really hard a couple years ago and it's just hanging in there. Wow. Beautiful. The tulips are going. I'm having a real dizzy spell right now because, don't listen to this part, Consuelo. A friend sent us all of this sugar-free candy and Consuelo can't eat it because it makes her ill. And I had something for breakfast this morning with nothing else but just black coffee. It's making me dizzy. Worth it, but I'll be glad when it's gone. Oh my goodness, I'm so dizzy. Okay, let's carry on. Woo! Watch out for that fake sugar, kids. It'll mess up your life. So, this right here with the gloves, this is going to be the future site of some cattle panel trellises that we're going to do for the vegetables. So I've got it facing south because that way it gets the east to west sun exposure all day on both sides of the trellis. We're hoping that it works out. This is like the hottest part of the yard and it's such a waste to have it just be for grass. This is the one of the new baby, I think it's a Stella cherry. So I'm happy that it's blooming at the same time as the Bing so they can cross-pollinate. And that one over there is the Tartarian. It's getting started. And that's the other baby Stella. It's still just leafing out. Okay. Gosh, I hope I can talk today. I'm so dizzy. Woo! Hi, babies. The kitties didn't eat all their liver this morning that Consuelo give them. So guess what you get? Guess what you get? Where's number 4? Is she laying? Let's find out. Oh, she's in the box, yeah. Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Wholesome chicken content. I was straightening out all the videos and downloading everything since the channel got deleted. I was like, oh, maybe I should back up all the videos. So I got them all backed up. But I ended up watching some with JC in them and feeling sorry for myself and crying. But then I was thinking, you know what? How many chickens are like worldwide famous technically? Thanks to Lola in Tasmania. Like 100 people around the world know that she lives, so that was pretty cool. She was the bravest, huh? Always the first one out in the snow or the first one to beat her way through a patch of whatever to get to the treats. She was the bravest. And now that liver's gone. All right, girls, good job. Yeah. What do you think, Lenore? More, please. More, please. Let me just get rid of this so you're not distracted. Okay, come on. Let's go do some wholesome chicken stuff over in the compost. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Come on. Oh, jeez. So, sorry about this. Can't work. It's horrific. Okay. So, I don't have anything else for you, sweetheart. Morella. Berenice. With all the mass shootings going on this year, what are we at? 51 as of the last I heard this morning. I didn't watch the news this morning. But it's amazing to me the just abject refusal of people to name the agent. No, it's always people are losing their minds. What is wrong with us? What's wrong with Americans? Well, it's not Americans doing this, right? It's a specific set of people. There, she's a lot slower moving. It's not Americans. It's males, right? So I've tried an experiment this week going into news comments about the massacres, and wherever people say, "What's wrong with people?" I'll say, "You know what? It's not people. It's males." And overwhelmingly, the response I get from males is, women ignore it, and then from the males, it's an attack. Well, you're just an old, ugly, man-hating lesbian. And I'm like, yep, okay, yep. Well, you're just bitter and blah, 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 sexless, blah, 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 and you're just mad. I'm like, no, I'm actually happily married, but what does it have to do with what I said? And there's no reply. It's very interesting, the shutdown that happens. I saw an article of a woman. She was asking for help, like, because she had 4 kids. I'm assuming 2 were daughters and 2 were sons. And she said, I don't worry about my sons, but I worry about my daughters incessantly, and I'm checking on their WhatsApp all the time to make sure they're okay. And it's like, she never says what it is she's fucking worried about and why she isn't worried about her sons. She never names the agent, not one time ever. What does it take to be so deliberately obtuse to the reality of your situation, and what does that do to your mind? I mean, we're all guilty of that in some ways, I'm sure. But you're not being cooperative, ma'am. There, thank you. The daffodils are starting to fade. But it's just amazing to me that the refusal, abject refusal, and then the anger that comes if you point it out, like who the agent really is. And people can say, wow, that's just American men. There's something wrong with American culture, right? It's not the men, it's the American culture. Well, first of all, where did this culture come from? Second of all, we might have massacres here in the U.S., but I submit to you that all countries are women-hating to the same degree. It's just the manner that they express it. So, for instance, Saudi Arabia, sure, no shootings, but up until, is it still true? Recently or even now, women can't even drive and they have no civil liberties whatsoever. And you can say, well, what about, progressive places like the Netherlands? Women have it really good there. Everybody's treated fine there. You ever been to the Netherlands? There's a whole fucking section of town where they sell women, usually from other countries. Just because they offshore their abuse and bringing them from other places doesn't make it any better for women there. You can't. It's that Ursula Le Guin story again. The ones who walked away from Omelas. If you are a woman living in the Netherlands and you know that there's women down the street being sold into sex slavery, how does that affect your psyche? How does that affect how the males treat you? What, baby? What do you want? What do you want, Lenore? What you got to say? Lenore would like to comment. Go ahead. You got the floor. Lenore, what you gonna say, baby? Lenore. No, you're so quiet. You always talk. You only want to talk when I'm talking? Now she's quiet. Oh. So yeah, I think it's a worldwide phenomenon, and men are the same everywhere. It's just how they express their murderous, raping impulses. Not all men, though, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're happy to exist in a climate where it's done to other women by other men, though, aren't they? It doesn't drive them insane, does it? Maybe it does, and that's why we have massacres. I don't know. All I know is if there weren't so many of them around, it would be a lot easier problem to manage. And as I've said before, I'm not suggesting any harm come to the ones who exist. none at all. I think they should have full and happy lives. It'd be great if they could stop raping and killing us along the way. I'm just suggesting. Ladies, how do you know your boy isn't going to grow up to be the Indianapolis FedEx shooter? How do you know your boy isn't going to grow up to be Ted Bundy? How do you know? You don't. So maybe consider that before you bring another one into this fuckery. There, now we're losing the sun again. So today, I have to finish planting the last of the seeds. And, I'm going to cook Consuelo a brisket. It's sitting on the counter warming up right now. She is working a freaking double shift today. A shift today on Sunday. So that sucks, but she's in a union, so that's awesome. I'd like to make sure everything's kind of taken care of when she works like this, because it's just so draining, you know. You don't get a day off, really, 2 days off to rest and recover. It's a lot. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, bear niece. Are we having a staring contest? They're so curious about the cats. I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.